The dealership looked flawless that morning, gleaming cars, polished floors, and employees moving quickly from one client to another. But behind the usual buzz, something unusual was about to unfold. Unbeknownst to everyone, the CEO, a sharp, no-nonsense black woman known for turning struggling businesses into gold, was walking among them. And she wasn't there to greet clients or attend a meeting. She was undercover, dressed in simple clothes, sunglasses hiding her eyes. She blended into the crowd, observing carefully. Every smile, every handshake, every word spoken was under her watchful gaze. On the surface, the staff were polite, efficient, and charming. But the CEO knew better than to judge at first glance. She wanted the truth, the real behavior. When they thought no one important was watching, within minutes the cracks began to show. One salesperson exaggerated features of a car to impress her client while secretly dismissing the truth. Another employee laughed at a customer's question, rolling their eyes when they thought no one was looking. Even some managers who were supposed to lead by example displayed favoritism and ignored basic ethics. She moved from one corner to another, blending in seamlessly, noting down every slip, every lie, every careless act. Her heart raced, not with fear but with anticipation. These were the people she trusted to represent her dealership, and yet some of them were already betraying it in small, almost invisible ways. Then came the moment that changed everything. An argument broke out over a customer complaint, revealing a staff member's true colors: rude, dismissive, and arrogant. Another tried to cover up a mistake, thinking it would go unnoticed. The CEO's eyes narrowed. This wasn't just about mistakes, it was about integrity. Trust and respect, the very foundation of her business. Minutes passed like hours. Every observation was a puzzle piece, revealing a bigger picture she had to confront. She knew the decisions she would make in the next moments could shake the entire dealership to its core. The suspense was palpable. Every employee continued their work, oblivious to the storm that was about to hit. And then, as she prepared to step forward and reveal her true identity, one question lingered in the air. Who would survive her scrutiny? And who would face the consequences? When the CEO finally revealed herself, no one expected the fallout. By the end of the day, half the staff would be gone, and the truth behind their actions would leave the dealership and the entire city in shock. The showroom buzzed as usual, but the atmosphere had changed subtly. There was tension in the air. The CEO had been watching quietly, taking note of every smile, every sneaky glance, every small lie. Then, without warning, she stepped forward, removed her disguise, and revealed herself. Gasps filled the room. The staff froze. Some dropped pens, others stiffened, eyes wide with shock. The person they thought was just another customer was the CEO herself. "Good morning," she said calmly. Yet every word carried authority. "I've been here undercover, watching how each of you handle honesty, respect, and integrity. And I now know who deserves to be here and who doesn't." The tension exploded. Employees tried to explain, stammering excuses, but she had seen everything. The fake smiles, the lies, the careless mistakes. Her gaze swept across the room, stopping at each guilty person like a judge passing sentence. Minutes later, she made the decision. Half the staff, those who betrayed trust, cheated, or disrespected clients, were asked to leave immediately. Some were stunned into silence. Others protested, but the CEO remained firm. But this wasn't just punishment, it was a message. She gathered the remaining employees and said, "I didn't just fire people for mistakes. I fired people for character. This dealership will only thrive if it's built on honesty, respect, and hard work. Integrity is non-negotiable." The employees who remained looked inspired, some even tearing up. They realized that the CEO's undercover test wasn't just about judgment. It was about building a team capable of greatness. As the dismissed employees left, whispers filled the room. News of the dramatic firing spread like wildfire online. Social media exploded with clips of the CEO revealing herself, half the staff walking out stunned, and the calm authority with which she ran the entire operation. By the end of the day, the dealership wasn't just a place for cars. It became a symbol of discipline, integrity, and uncompromising leadership. And one thing was clear: no one would ever underestimate the CEO again. The CEO's undercover mission not only exposed the staff, it transformed the entire dealership. And the lesson? In business, integrity isn't optional. It's everything.